Wow, look at that scenery. There are so many great views and interesting places to see and visit in Alaska. The Talkeetna and Denali area, with its gold fever history and distinctive landscape features, make for interesting and unusual adventure opportunities. They're not always in plain sight or typical tourist activities either. Some are deep in and off the beaten path, like this one, and off the regular tourist list for sure, but a crazy, incredible experience just the same.
It ain't going anywhere.
What's Talkeetna famous for? The town sounds familiar.
Talkeetna is named for the meeting of rivers, or three rivers, and it got famous or established late 1800s, early 1900s for gold rush stuff.
Talkeetna is the Alaskan town at the base of Denali, the tallest mountain in North America. In today's world, Talkeetna is a center of Alaskan adventure.
Talkeetna has been here for a long time, probably longer than any of us can recall, simply because of the rivers that come together, and the rivers are great travel corridors historically for human beings. And as tourism developed, Talkeetna became a kind of a tourist destination for a quaint old Alaskan village. And this is a place where they can see grizzly bears, wolves, and caribou, and moose out in the wilderness. They can just enjoy the scenery.
But for us, the trip was to be an adventure focusing on the terrain around us, not the heavens above.
Every time you come back here, it's different. There's some days are dry and dusty, other days are wet, and it's kind of a challenge to see if you can still get back here. When the puddles are that deep, there's ruts there, and you are trying to ride the ridges of the ruts, and it's kind of a little dance to negotiate the puddles and the ruts and all that. And some of it you can see, and some of it you can't, and some of it you can feel your way along. There's a technique to it, and it's kind of a cool challenge to see if you can get back here without having to winch yourself out. You just feel your way along, and as you're doing that, you're looking for any kind of critters, tracks, if there's berries and stuff like that, and you stop and kind of enjoy it as you go.
So how do you guys know where you are in such a almost a jungle-like environment?
Well, we use the alphabet. My partner in the cabin came up with using the ABCs, and it makes the woods smaller. You identify things along the way with a letter. A is attitude adjustment. You are now entering the woods. B is bend, where you turn and head up the hill. J was a Jeep that was parked here. The first day we drove back here, that Jeep was in drivable condition and had a note on it that said, "Please leave this Jeep alone. I'll be right back with parts." And been there for 18 years. So the last one is my favorite for this is the place. They seem really big when you're out there wandering around in them, and the more you learn about them, the smaller they get.
So you got like 26 landmarks to get to where you're going.
Not full 26, but close.
Wow, a creek.
Yeah, I want to stop and take a look at this. It's been raining a lot lately.
Yeah, it could be deep, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
This is what we called Easy Creek. Its actual name is Whiskey Slough.
Okay. Yeah, I can't go any
So I
further
can see,
that way.
once you get through this mud here, there's rocks over there. You should be able to make it through this okay.
Yeah.
This is, as it stands, 10 miles from the trailhead. You would think that 10 miles isn't that far. You can take anywhere from 2 hours to 8 hours to get back here. It's all about perspective. It's not how long in miles, it's how long in time it takes to get here.
Smelling the roses and seeking solutions to a puzzle. A conquest, one of endurance, survival, and problem solving.
It's almost like playing a game with the woods. You got your little bag of tricks, and you just kind of play them as you go. What I want you to do is you pull that winch in, and I'm going to feed it in as you go.
All right.
A lot of it is just, man, I got to get and get the six-wheeler stuck, and I got to get the winch out. Now I got to figure a way out of here. That's not going to work. Okay, so I got to get the chainsaw.
These are scenarios that are welcome, all part of the game. Because this adventure is about the journey and the satisfaction gained from overcoming hardship and achieving the goal.
I want to get there really, really bad.
This is no relaxing cruise through the park. This is an extreme adventure where it is unknown how the trip will go. But that is the appeal. In alphabetical terms, the place is just a destination. It's a private oasis in the middle of the forest, a retreat to recharge and relax.
My partner on this cabin, Chuck, is more wood savvy than me. We started this place when we were both single and didn't have a care in the world.
Over time, plans change, and now there are families and their lives. But But people who enjoy adventure will continue to seek challenging endeavors to feed their soul.
It was a total teamwork thing and have been one of the best things. I've known Chuck a quarter century doing this kind of stuff. Splitting the work, splitting the load, and it has been a great time. You try to be as self-reliant as you can, but you bump into people back here and everybody is so willing to help each other that I have made great friends from perfect strangers. And what I've enjoyed about being up here is just that kind of camaraderie.
An endeavor and a trip like this is a unique adventure and a special experience.
It's just quiet and it's kind of a challenge to fight your way back here a little bit. And then you get back here and it's, you just kick back and enjoy. It's just where it is that makes that place special. It's a hog barn in the middle of the woods. It's nothing special, it's not even pretty, but it's where it is. And that makes it special.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.